So this is the tea. It's a pot of tea that I bought from Far East Flora. And this is how you take the leaf off the stem. So it's not protocol to cut it. You need to make sure that it's nice and neat after you have stripped the tea. So you have the main stalk, and then you have all the tea growing out like this. You take the lowest one, and then you just pull it down until it comes off. And so if you cut it, like you cut it here, then you get this really ugly little stump coming out. So you want to make it nice and neat. And to make it nice and neat, you just pull down. So as you pull down, this thing is going to be straight instead of having things poking out. So come this way. You can see I stripped this. I am saving this top part to bless the canoe. This will be dipped into salt water and wiped across the canoe. So I need this part. But all this has been harvested. All this was covered with leaves growing out from the stalk, from the stem, or the trunk, or whatever. So I've made sure that it's nice and neat and it doesn't stick out like that. So do not cut, you harvest that way. Okay, and come this way. This is all the leaves that I've harvested. We can see that each leaf has, I call this one leaf. Each leaf has a center bone. So what we want to do is we want to, you can use your teeth and kind of do that until you can find a place. So sometimes it's hard to find because in Singapore it's not so, well, okay, so it's softening, but it doesn't come out. Sometimes it comes out. So that's how you soften. And then what you do is you have two halves. The right half, you cut it off. The left half, you cut it off. And then you leave the center bone. So this, I think this leaf is quite soft, so it didn't, okay, maybe this one will work. Okay, this one's kind of working. Okay, this one's not coming out either, but anyway, it's softening. So what you can do is soften it, and then, so maybe these leaves are softer. The one in Hawaii is longer and it's wider, and these are more sturdy. So once you do this, it should break. This one is not happening. So I will find another one that will break, and I'll take a picture of it. But basically, you're going to soften the center bone, and then you're going to cut along as close as possible to the center bone. And then you're going to have half of the leaf, the right side, and half of the leaf, the left side. And then you're going to wipe it. And then if we're going to braid it, we can put it in the freezer, or you can soften it on the flame. So that's how you prepare leaves for lei making. So this is a big leaf, and I managed to take the stem out. So this is how you can debone the tea leaf. So you call the center stem a bone. So you can either do this with your hands, or if you have a table's edge, you can actually do this on a table's edge. But if you don't have a table's edge, you just use your fingers and you just work it down. And then you take this, the tough part, and this is not rubbish. As Kumu says, it's not opala. We return this to the land. So find a plot of land where you won't be fined for littering and release this back into the soil. Trouble with Singapore is that littering has a fine, so please be careful. Go to some place where there's no cameras and release it into the environment. Aloha.